So aside from family, few people have the ability to shape our lives as our teachers.
Yeah, here to talk about the positive impacts that teachers have on their students is the host of Positively America, Mr. Ernie Anastos.
Happy Friday, guys.
Yes,
Oh, happy
CGI
Friday.
Looking good.
Oof,
Everything's
we made
good
it
today.
Yes, everything's good.
You know, I want to talk about teachers
Let's do
because
it.
it's a great subject, okay? I mean, we all have a story about a favorite teacher because they really influence us in so many different ways. They help to shape society. I mean, they help our children emotionally. They help them to learn and to grow. I remember one time, this was like in junior high, and we had a career day. And, you know, people would come in and talk about different kinds of jobs. And I was about 13 years old. And I went to my teacher, Miss Evelyn Ryan, and she was my homeroom teacher. And I said, Miss Ryan, how do you know what career to choose? And she said, Ernest,
Ernest,
whatever you enjoy doing will be the avenue to your success. I'm 13 years old. I said, well, what does that mean? She said, oh, what do you like to do in your spare time? I said, oh, I've got a little radio station in the basement, and I pretend that I'm on the radio. She said, that's it.
Right.
So she really led me to a career path. Because, you know, now when I go out and talk to a lot of children, I say, what do you like to do? What is your passion? What is a natural kind of love that you have? And that's so important. I'm sure you've had great teachers.
Oh, my
yes,
gosh.
yes.
Make a big difference, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny that you say that because when I was in high school, this is what I wanted to do. And one of my teachers said, well, you know what? We're going to put you in, you're going to do the afternoon announcements after school.
Oh,
so it was my own little way of doing the news
Yeah.
in high school.
Well, you know, they really have a terrific impact. I mean, when you think about a teacher, they're role models. They teach us how to act in society. Not only do they give us the teaching skills, but from an emotional standpoint, you know, we learn how to interact socially. The kids, you know, it doesn't matter, early age all the way through college, you learn the basics of how to deal in society. And I think they are the backbone. I think many times, you know, they don't deserve enough credit. And I know many times they'll say, you know, they're underpaid, but you know what? A lot of them love it. My wife was a teacher early on. And I remember she'd come home, and I used to love to correct papers. I used to love to, and I would always think about these kids, and I would say, you know what? I want to say something to them that makes them feel good. Because self-esteem is very important, but teachers play a very important part.
It's so funny you say that because my parents are both teachers. I used to love reading the papers that the kids would write. And I'd be like, and then I wanted to write in the back then it was a logbook, you had to write the grade in an actual book.
Yes,
And I was like, can I write it in the little grid that you have for each student? But yeah, I mean, each teacher, and I think sometimes we forget that the teachers walk away with some things as well. Because I always reach back out to some of my teachers, Miss Companion, Miss Flynn, Miss Donahue, and they're always like, they're watching us to see what we've become.
They are. It's kind of a give and take. And let's face it, how much time, you know, do children spend in school? And the
Sometimes
teachers,
more time with the teachers than their parents.
than with the parents. So therefore, they have this dual role. I mean, they're administrators. They're teaching them leadership. They're teaching them skills, and also whatever the knowledge of information that they want to pass along. But they really act as parents in many ways because they're guiding these kids. And I think it's a major role. So I kind of talk about that. I want people to understand the major role that they play in life and to be able to work with them and give them the respect they deserve. But they really do make a difference. And many times, you know, you find leaders, you know, who are, whether political leaders or business leaders, somehow they'll go back and they'll talk about somebody in elementary school or college that had an influence on them and gave them a sense of pride and a sense of community. And, you know, we know that. This is so important today to make sure that our children understand that they play an important part in our society. Early on, that developmental issue becomes so important later on in life. So teachers is a big topic for me this week.
Big shout out to all the teachers.
Yes.
Ernie,
always great to have you
Always
here.
good to have you guys.
Stay safe this weekend in the cold, okay?
You bet.
And what's coming up this weekend?
Positively America with Ernie Anastos right here on Pix 11, Sunday mornings at 6 o'clock.
Ernest, good to see you.
Good to see you guys. Take care.